And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm reviewing Life of Pi, released I think 2012. If you were alive when this movie, or I guess a lot of you probably, hopefully, were alive when this movie came out, you'll remember that this movie was very heavily advertised and was a very big success in the box office. I never watched it, or at least never watched it in full, I don't believe. But we had it on DVD, so of course, as you know, with these big project, with getting all these movies done, I had to give it a watch, and I got a lot of thoughts on it. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? Um, let's just talk about the animals for a second. You can clearly tell which of them are CGI and which aren't. Like, the elephants are definitely CGI. But like the tiger, that was real. So yeah, I get you wanted to have like a very wide variety of animals there, but why some CGI? Like, I mean, it's hard to get a real elephant in the scene, but you got a tiger. Also, look at the actors. You got Simon Masrani before he bought Jurassic World, and also Eli Mills too. I find it ironic that the two main characters in this movie, both are featured in separate Jurassic World films down the line, and also they both die. That is pretty crazy. That worked out that way. I think it's funny. I also really hated that line at the beginning. That way he says the pool water was so clear you can make coffee with it. What the fuck? It's pool water. It's got chlorine in it. You couldn't make coffee with that shit. And also, no. Even if it wasn't, if it was a freshwater pool, people still swim in that shit. People still pee in there. Who the fuck would want to make coffee with that? That was such a dumb statement to make. And also, they spit some facts about religion and just kind of like some of the loopholes in there. It was kind of real because, like, kids that are, trying to, like, learning about this stuff would obviously have some very similar questions. So I think they touched on a lot of those points. It kind of poked some holes in it, too. Which I honestly wasn't expecting from this movie. I don't remember that being a huge point of the movie, but it is a huge point of the movie, and so I definitely really liked seeing that really much touched on. They also stole the goat scene from Jurassic Park with the just replacing the T-Rex with the tiger, which, okay, cool. I also don't like seeing all the animals struggling. It's pretty sad, especially when the boat's sinking, and then when the animals that are left on the boat, they get eaten. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Also, they could have gotten out of this better, or at least had some more food, if he had saved more than one banana. They were all bundled together. Hell, the fucking orangutan was floating on them. And just grabbed one singular banana. That's it. Let's talk about this tiger as well. Jump scare. We'll say first introduction of the tiger is a big jump scare. The tiger is also extremely stupid. Like, I know it's supposed to kind of mimic stuff, and it's like, oh, he doesn't like climbing on things he doesn't like, or, and stuff like that. But my God, he's just stupid. That he couldn't just like the guy should have died pretty early on here with the tiger. Okay, should have died pretty early on. That's all I'm saying. There was also a very inaccurate whale breach. Whales wouldn't breach. They would see that it wouldn't be safe to breach, so they wouldn't do it, especially that close to the boat. So I thought that kind of pissed me off because that was inaccurate. Also, the fish flying scene, the flying fish. Why was there an aspect ratio change? And also, oh my God, that tripped me out. It was also, the fish were also inaccurately flying. Because flying fish, they jump out of the water like that, but then they go back down. They don't. They don't fly like birds. I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't know. Or the tripping ball scene, that was insane. That was a wild scene. That was a very, very, very wild scene. And also all the stuff with like glowing blue. I find it ironic because on the movie cover it says this movie is the next Avatar. In what way? With all the stuff glowing blue? Maybe that's what they were going for? I don't know. And also those fucking meerkats are weird. Those are weird meerkats, I gotta say. Wild stuff. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's just a couple of points that I had about this movie. I mean, that also distracts from the fact that the pacing is just awful. This is a about 2 hour long movie. It feels like a 3 hour movie. It is so terribly paced, so slow, so boring, so drawn out. Just, oh my God, I could not wait for this movie to end. And when every time I felt like, oh, it might end, oh, it might pick up, even, it didn't do any of that. And it was so annoying. And no scene did that better or showed that the bad pacing any better than the fake story at the end. We, as an audience, saw what happened. We already know the story's fake. So why the fuck are we going to have to sit here for a good 15 minutes and listen to this fake story? That was really unnecessary. It's just really boring. Oh my God. I even sped that part up. I went to 1.5 speed, and that felt like they were talking normally, which is really telling because they were speaking really, that's how slow they were speaking. Seriously. So yeah, maybe this movie is the next Avatar. An overrated box office money machine. Except this movie never got a sequel. As it really shouldn't, because it's based off of it's like a real life story type thing. Or it wouldn't work as a sequel. Just say that. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, the movie's just really, to me, it's overrated. I like the character. The characters do a good job, and there's some cool action scenes. But they're just really inaccurate animal depictions, and just overall, not a very, it loses you about halfway through, and I don't know, it just, I don't know, didn't really stick with me, which kind of sucked, because I thought it would at least connect with me somewhat emotionally, and it didn't really at all. So, but anyways, that's going to do for my review of Life of Pi. My final score, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. Sorry, 5 out of 10. A lot of people give this movie a 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10. Not me. Sorry. That's going to do it, though, for this review. If you've ever seen Life of Pi, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. Stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.